guys, welcome back to the shop. My name's Adam, and this is SNS 17. We've had a pretty busy week this week. A lot of crazy weather. I'm sure that a lot of you guys here in the States probably heard about the bad weather that we had here in town in Pensacola, and it was pretty rough. And we've had a lot of devastation in town. That happened Wednesday. We had I assume it's a record, I don't know, but we had like 27 inches of rainfall in a day here, just in the city alone. That's not counting the surrounding areas here. So a lot of you guys sent me some emails and messages, and I appreciate that. Happy to say that everything here is fine for me. I lost power for a day, and that was the worst that I got, but there was a lot of devastation all around town, lots of flooding, especially in places that you would never think would flood, just because there was so much rain that it had nowhere to go. So all the little low-lying areas in town would just fill up with water like bowls, man, and then it would start running like rivers everywhere. So there's lots of roads that got washed away. There were some bridges that I heard that got washed away. A lot of closures here and there, but it was pretty bad. And there's a lot of work that's got to be done in this town now. I'll tell you that. A lot of road work. So, but again, thanks for everybody for your concerns. So, you know, like I said, everything's good with me. So, I did take a couple videos of the storm. The night the storm hit, I took a video then, and then the next day when I went to work, right before I got to my work down there, I came up to a flooded area of the highway, and I made my way around to where our job is and got out and walked down there and took some video of that. So if I got time, I'd like to show you guys that. That's about all I got. Sorry, the phone was ringing there. I'll go ahead and finish this up. But anyway, we got a lot of viewer appreciation mail that showed up this week. So we had a lot of boxes to go in, and we got a very special package from a very special friend that showed up this week, and I'm going to show you guys that. And I just hope you enjoy the show. So kick back, relax, and check out all the new goodies. Okay. All right, so the power just went out, and we've got some really bad thunderstorms that's been moving through since last night, really. And tonight, they started back again, they're moving through, and the power just went out. One of the transformers right down the street, I think, popped. I just looked on the map, just trying to give you a shot so you can see how much lightning there is, man. I mean, lightning everywhere. Store across the street's got power. There comes the rain again. You can just hear that. You can hear that thunder everywhere. Lightning's just popping everywhere. This is what it's like at the booth house right now. No power, lots of rain, thunderstorms, and lots of lightning. And lots of sirens too. Well, we got another delivery today. Looks like Pandora's box finally showed up. Special delivery from Tom Lipton. So can't wait to get this thing inside and see what I got. Also got a big old piece of rod right there that I brought home today that I might use for another project here pretty soon. I'll show you guys that later. So let's get this package inside and get it unboxed. Man, look at all this stuff. Dang, Postal Service has been busy this past week. We got 6 packages in this week that I'm going to open up here. Came home today and I found 3 of them on the porch. And there was a little job out there too. That was kind of funny. I've never had 3 boxes in one day. Usually it's just 1 box whenever one shows up. So yeah, the mailman's been busy running back and forth because my mailbox isn't big enough for these boxes to go in, so he has to get out and come up to my front porch and drop them off there. I guess I need to get him a bigger mailbox out there. So anyway, we got I believe 2 of these are boxes from one of them is a trade. I traded somebody some tools. I believe that's one of them, and then I actually bought some tools from somebody else also. So I believe that's what 2 of them are, and then 3 of them I believe are viewer appreciation mail. So let's go into them and see what we got here, okay? All right, so here's the box. Let's open her up and see what kind of surprise we got for us inside. Damn, Tom, you got this sucker. Wrapped tighter than Dick's Hat Man. Got her all foamed up and everything. It's probably the best quality packaging I've ever seen before. Okay. All right, first phase done. Now let's get the saran wrap off of it. All right, dude. This thing is welded up tight. All right. He went ahead and put the address on the front here, and his return address, just in case it come off of the box. So it was all still on here. And he put a sticker here. It says, "Sealed for your pleasure." Man. I didn't think you welded the whole top up completely solid, but you did. So all the corners are completely welded up. All right. So now I got to cut this thing open, huh? Well, I think what I will do is I've already watched the video of him building this, putting this box together, and there was a lot of good comments on there. Everybody seemed to really enjoy the gag that's happening right here. Instead of getting my grinder out, I think I'll take this over to the milling machine and we'll use the mill to machine the welds off and cut this box open. Alright, well, let me regroup and we'll get started on it. Okay guys, I'm going to start going through some of these boxes here and see what we got. By the way, I wanted to point out that if you do send me something and it shows up toward the end of the week, it's usually not enough time for me to get it added to my Saturday night special videos, because I try to get those made a little bit ahead of time so I'm not rushing Saturday to get them done. So just keep that in mind, guys. But I appreciate your mail. It's great getting this stuff. So let's start with the first one here. And this comes from David Stars, and he is from San Mateo, California. Mateo, am I saying that right? I don't know. Okay, got a letter here. Let's see what he says. Adam, just a little something to say thank you for your great videos. I have learned a lot from watching you. I also enjoy your show and tell videos. Every tool nut likes to see what the next guy has in his toolbox. I noticed in a recent video that you had to get your cutting oil container off the Monarch to use on your mill. This will allow you to have one on each, the Do-All, Victor, and the Monarch. I also threw in a bunch of acid brushes as yours looks a little funky. Thanks again, keep up the great work and doing the great videos. Warm regards, Dave. Okay, so looks like Dave sent us some more Spill Masters. Okay, oh, there's the peanuts. We don't want those flying everywhere. Alright, so we got 2 more Spill Masters. And a package of acid brushes here. Alright, I think that's it. Yeah, the Spill Masters are great. You know, Tom Lipton turned a lot of us onto this thing, and James Kilroy also talked about them. And I bought one to try it out, see what it was all about, and they work good. And it was funny, I actually was moving mine the other day. For some reason I had it over here and I don't remember what I was doing, and I reached over and set it on the edge of the desk over there, and I didn't have it on there, and it fell, and I was instantly like reaching down there to try to get it, knew I was going to have an oil spill, but not a drop of oil got onto the concrete because of this. So these are great. They're a little light because they're just molded plastic, so I like to stick a little just a little piece of steel, something kind of flat, because this center cone goes pretty deep inside there. So yeah, these will work great. Thanks, Dave. We'll open them up and get them lubed up, and I'll put them over on the machines. So that's great. And thank you for the acid brushes too. These have lots of good uses to them. So I needed some. So thanks. All right. We'll put these up here, and we'll move on to the next item. Okay, so here's our box. And we're going to have to cut these welds off so I can get my goodies out of here. So I thought I would try something that I haven't shown before. I showed you in a video a while back these suckers here that me and my dad made. And these go on the milling machine and they pull down to the mill table. I got it milled for a 5/8 slot there. So what I'll do is put one of these on each side of the box, and I'll probably use one of my big parallels in between it. This gets pulled down to the table. I put a parallel in here and use the set screws to tighten it up. And the box is pretty heavy. It's 106 pounds. So I think with these shoving against it, that'll be enough holding power that I can run a cutter down the side here and cut this weld off. So, alright, I'm going to get the mill set up for these suckers here. Okay, on to the next one. This next package was sent to me by Bill Lewis, and he is from Bethesda, Maryland. I believe that's right. Okay, you got a little note here, and see what he's got to say. Adam, please accept this Brownie number 11 C-clamp as a small token of my appreciation for you sharing your machinist knowledge, skill, and time with your YouTube followers. I've learned a lot watching your techniques and always find your videos entertaining. This clamp appears to be brass plated. I couldn't tell if the one you found at the flea market was plated or not. I especially love seeing the spray welding and would love to see more of that. You certainly look like a real man operating that apparatus. Your machinist pal in Maryland, Bill. Well, thanks, Bill. So let's check out the clamp here. In my flea market video, I found a little tiny C-clamp called a Brownie, and you can see that if you want to check that video out if you haven't. And I was mentioning that it would be nice to have another one to match it. So it looks like Bill must have had one hoarded away. There it is. Yeah, that's exactly like mine. Brownie number 11. And it's really neat. It's just got a little, it's got a knurled screw here for just doing light duty clamping. And they're great, man. There's been a lot of times when you've got small parts that you're trying to hold together over in the vise to do some welding or soldering or, you know, tack welding or anything like that. And this one looks like it's in great shape, and it does look like it's coated. Yeah, because there's a little bit of rust showing on this side here, so that does look like some kind of coating. Let me grab my other one so we can compare it here. So here's the other one. This is the one that I picked up at the flea market, and I haven't even cleaned it up yet. I just put it over on the shelf and I haven't messed with it. So they appear to be the same thing. So that's awesome. Now I've got two of them. So thank you very much, Bill. I really appreciate this. Hopefully we'll get to see him in video here real soon. So the Brownie number 11 C-clamp. Okay, there's the mill set up. I'm getting ready to bring the box over here. So I've already got this one pulled down. It's pulled down tight to the table. And here's the big parallel. Here's the other one. And what I'll do is sandwich it between the block and the box itself. So let me go get the box and bring it over. Now, I don't know how flat it's gonna try to clamp it, but we're gonna run it up and see what it does anyway. Might be just enough to do what we got to do here. All right, so here's the other clamp block. What I'll do is I'll go ahead and set the parallel there. And just bump it down to the table. Slide my T-nut up in there and the stud. By the way, these are 5/8 studs. These are some of that big boy stuff. All right, and just tighten down the You got to put a little bit of that A-bomb torque on it. All right, so now all we got to do, you really don't even have to tighten both of them. What I'll do, all right, all 3 of these set screws are backed off, so the 3 set screws that's on this side over here, I'll go ahead and start tightening them up. I want to make sure that the center is good too. Okay. I'll snug these up. The only thing I don't want it to do is like lift it, pick it up. I like for it to stay kind of flat. It's kind of laying on those weld beads. All right, I see it moving it. Let's see if I can shove it out of there. All right. Well, I'm not moving it, so I'm hoping that's enough there for an end mill. We'll run the end mill down probably the back side here and cut it off. I'll have to adjust the turret a little bit. Yeah, we're gonna take the turret back. So, all right, let me find a cutter. We'll start ripping this thing open like a sardine can. Okay, moving on. Next box, and this comes to us from Ken Bartlett, and he is from Marina, California. And Ken has already sent me one item before, actually a couple items, but I haven't opened them up yet. All right, here's a note. Okay. That says Atom 1. All right, that one's not marked. Atom 2, Atom 3, okay, and then we got 3 more that's not marked there, so we'll see what Ken has to say. Adam, more viewer appreciation mail. The packages Atom 1 and 2 go together. Package 6, which is number 3, is obvious. And the other packages are for the ladies in your life. One for mom, one for the wife, and one for your sister. I made the pins all from the same wood. It's called lignum. It's lignum vitae, I believe, which is supposed to be the hardest wood on the planet. I really appreciate all the hard work you put in your videos. Take care, Ken Bartlett. P.S. The work sketch leads in color are supposed to write on any material, metal, glass, wood. Just press on the top button and the graphite will fall out. The lead will fall straight out. So hold your hand over the tip. Okay. I kind of messed up the letter there. So, all right, Ken. Let's check it out. So Ken sent me these pins here not too long ago. I want to say maybe a month or so ago. One of them was Jack Daniel's barrel wood, and the other one is money. And I've still got them right here. I haven't used them yet, but I keep them right here. It's like a collet. There's you a shot of it right there. Push the end. And you can see it spreading out there to loosen up on the lead. Okay. All right, so these are extra leads, sketch pencil color leads. Yep, this is graphite lead, and these are color lead. So these go with this pen here. That's cool, man. Digging it. That's a cool pen. This looks like it's made like a bolt action rifle. And the end of it looks like a bullet with the copper tip there. Yep, there it is. There's your bolt action. The end of it looks like the end of a bullet. Very nice. Very nicely done. Oh, look at the, yep, there's the clamp, you know, for your shirt is the shape of a rifle there. Nice stuff, Ken. I like them. Right's nice. Okay. Well, we'll move on. We'll move on and look at the other pins here and see what he made for the women. Got a little bit of decor, you know, it's just some elegant design stuff on the end here. Nice pen. And I'm assuming we got a couple more here. Okay. All right, this is the same one. Okay, there's 3 of them. This wood looks a little bit darker than these. You guys see all this? I hadn't even been paying attention to my camera here. So these 3 are of the same design, and these are the 3 that he said to give. So we'll give one to Mom, one to Elena, and one to Lisa. And we got the bolt action pen. And we got the pen that takes the big fat leads there with the extra leads. All very nice stuff. Ken, I would imagine that's quite pricey, all this stuff sitting right here. So you do some fine work, nice craftsmanship, and I know that I know everybody's going to love having these, especially, you know, anytime somebody hand makes something for you, it's just extra special. So thanks again. Thanks for all the pens, and I cherish them and I use them, and I'm sure that they're going to enjoy the pens also. So thank you very much, Ken. I appreciate it. All right, Tom, I'm ready to get this thing opened up. We got a 1/2 inch 3 flute high helix end mill. Those are great for cutting aluminum. It is used, but it still feels pretty sharp, so I'm going to try that one. And I hope I can get it done this way. So nothing is perfectly square. You know, this is a fabricated box, so it's not perfectly squared and lined everywhere, and I'm not really too worried about that. I would like to save the bottom of it to maybe use as some kind of box, because Tom did such a great job fabbing it up. So the top, not really worried about, as long as we cut the welds off, remove the lid, that's really all that matters. So it seems to be sitting pretty flat on the table. Now this is domed a little bit here because he pulled it down so that it would squeeze everything tight. So probably what I'll do is touch off and just feed the table up 1/8 of an inch or so, and you know, and just run in to where it looks like it's removing all the weld. Oh yeah. All right, Tom. coming after you. Okay, one side down. All right, what I'll do then is I'll go ahead and I'll cut this side over here, the front side. We'll get those two cut, then I might just loosen it up and turn it 90 degrees. So I'm going to take the table on back. Oop. Move my wrench. Okay, now we'll do the front side of the box here. You see the split? That's what I'm eyeballing. Just feed it by hand. All right, we can just barely get a peek in there now. See, those cutters do pretty good on aluminum. Right here, it was you know, galling up on the cutter. Needed a little bit of lubrication. All right, so hell, let's just flip this thing around 90 degrees and see if we can do this 2 more times.